Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next participant, Vinod Choudhary.
Thank you,
Hi everyone.
Indrajit ji. Next
Am I
panelist
audible?
is Vinod Chaudhary. Next panelist is Vinod Chaudhary ji.
Hello.
Yes, Vinod, you're audible.
Okay. Let me just share my screen. I'm sharing my screen from another laptop. Hope it is visible to all of you. Please confirm once it is visible.
Visible.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Vinod Chaudhary. Uh, Today's my use case is AI powered RBI card dashboard. So by the name itself, you might have got an understanding that this is some kind of dashboard and that is powered by AI. But it's not simply AI; it is an agentic AI. Agentic AI is slightly different from simply AI. Before we see this dashboard, let's understand why do I felt the need to develop this dashboard. A little bit about me. I work in one of the large corporate into retail sectors, wherein we deal with a lot of customer data, and this customer data helps in many ways. So maybe let's say at all our stores, we want to know that which type of customers are coming, and those customers are using which type of cards, maybe credit card, maybe debit card, or even if they are using credit card, then which bank's credit card they are using. This help us to know that which offer should I run. Let's say, should I run offer on HDFC bank or should I run on SBI bank? Preferably I would want that I would run an offer on one of the major bank where the customer has a highest number of cards. So this is one of the reason. Then probably then we go and speak with the banks. Okay, we want to run some offers with you, right? Then this helps us in negotiating deal with the banks. Probably third is bank charges some commission over whatever the settlement transaction. If you pay 100 rupees to a merchant using card, then probably merchant might receive 98 or 99 whatever the commission after deducting the commission. Now in order to optimize everything, in order to optimize my offers, in order to optimize a better deal with banks, in order to optimize a minimum rate with the partner, I need to analyze a lot of data, right? Probably our data is either it is an internal or an external. Internal, maybe I have all my customer data, that is sales data. There could be also some kind of non-sales data, that is maybe a customer visiting on site and the behavior on the site, that is kind of non-sales data. But for us, the most important data when we speak with the banks, right? It's not our own data, it is the external data. That is the RBI data. RBI releases all the bank data pertaining to payment industry, and that's where I thought about why not I have to analyze all this data. Why not automate the entire process of analyzing the data, right from downloading the data from RBI site, maybe cleaning those data, then providing all kind of analysis. Okay, so here, this is my challenge that I have to automate this complete process. But uh, when we see RBI website, the data here is kind of quite scattered. I've shown some screenshots. Here the data is month-wise and that is in different tables. Even if you look at the table format is unformatted, right? Probably there are various. Maybe if you look little bit in detail, there are some commas into those numbers. The numbers are in if you look, those numbers are in thousands. Some of the numbers are in absolute values. Some are in thousand. Even the headers are not very uniform. So the first step over here is to somehow go on RBI website and download the data and store it into the database. The entire approach for building the dashboard, I've divided that approach into four parts. The first part is to build a database. Now, in order to build a database, what I've done is using AI, I have created one script that automatically goes on RBI website, downloads the data, and extract and save that data to a database. That is my first step. I'll show you the database shortly. Uh, I'll show you the dashboard shortly. Okay. Now, the problem number one is solved, right? Of getting the data from the RBI website. Next, the problem is how do I analyze those data? And that's where when I built out a dashboard. I'll show you this dashboard. This is the entire dashboard using built using various tools. I will show you those tools at the end. So this dashboard has three tabs: summary, bank level, and top metrics. We'll go with the summary tab. Summary tabs gives me all the summary tabs pulls this
Vinod,
data from the dashboard,
Vinod,
from the
this
database. That is
Vinod,
total ATM, POS terminal, QR codes, micro ATM. Everything has been pulled from the database and then it has been shown. Now this dashboard has been,
Vinod, can you hear me?
sorry, yeah,
Your PPT is visible. The dashboard is not coming up.
one second. I will just reshare my screen. Sorry. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yeah. This
Yes,
is the
now it's
dashboard. This is the dashboard. This is hosted online. This is hosted online on a server. So this dashboard pulls the data from the database. Now it don't need to connect to an RBI website because step number one we have solved. We already have a script running in the background that automatically pulls the data from RBI website and store it into database. Next step, the dashboard connects with the database and pulls all the related data and uh, displays in a neat manner, right? Whatever metrics I want, I have just developed this over here in the dashboard. There are three tabs: summary, bank level, top metrics, and each of them has been designed as per my use case. Now, if you see, this solves some of the problem, right? A dashboard, what I feel is a dashboard cannot give you an analytics. It might give you certain metrics, information about the certain metrics. For example, this says total ATM is 2.1 lakh. This says POS terminal is 1.2 crore, but it is not giving me some analytics over here. And in order to have better negotiation with banks, with partners, I need a kind good analytics, right? I want something like each of the metrics tell me what is good, what is bad. So that's when I developed, added one more thing into this dashboard, that is AI hover. Now, this dashboard is connected to an agentic AI system, which has an access to the database, and basis that information it automatically generates insights for me. So if you see, when I clicked on AI hover, you have found this one little small icon over each of these metrics. Now as I hover over this, the AI gives me an insight, more insights about each of these metrics. So this is where, now the metric is speaking to me that what is good in me, what is not good in me. Earlier, the dashboard was just showing a number, may not be, it would be useful. But now since it is connected to an AI has an access to the entire dump, and it knows what is the good number to show, what is the bad number to show, or what is the number which is information to me. Right. So if you can hover on to each of the metrics, and here you will find out that more information about that particular metric. And this is again a real-time basis. As and when you will change the filter, all the numbers will get updated, even the insights would get updated. Now again, uh, here I feel is only telling me information about that metrics. Many times I want information, some different information, right? The dashboard is designed with, let's say, earlier when I designed the dashboard, I had some metrics in my mind, and those metrics have put. Again, the AI is applied over those metrics, and it is giving more information about those metrics. What if I have some new metrics tomorrow, right? And that's where I thought let's add one more thing that is called as AI chatbot. As soon as you click on this AI chatbot, you'll find out that chatbot option is visible at the bottom of the screen. You can click over here, right? It will open up just like a normal chatbot that you have, that you visit on any website. Is same kind of chatbot. This is also connected to an AI system, right? There are two modes: basic, advanced. Let's see and test how the basic mode works. First of all, I'm clicking on this, and which says that how many credit card does HDFC have in June 25, and let's fire out. So your AI has given me a little basic information about it. And if you see, it has also generated a follow-up question. There are two AI systems over here. One is which will answer the user query, and second one is basis the answer, it will also generate follow-up questions. Let's go on to see advanced mode. And in the advanced mode, I'm selecting this question. What was the year-over-year growth rate of HDFC credit card customer base? Now the analysis in the advanced mode would be a little longer, would be more detailed, right? Now you might think this entire thing would be quite complicated to build, but certainly it is not. If I tell you about the chatbot, particularly chatbot, the chatbot is built with purely no code tools. I will just show you one another screen what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, before that, we'll see what happens into the browser when you click on this. When you click on, let's say I'm just firing one question to the chatbot, and you will see the browser sends some request. This request has been sent to maybe another link, right? And that link is this link is. So basically, this platform is Na10. It is a no-code automation tool platform, right? And to build a chatbot, to build any kind of automation over here using AI, you don't need to know any kind of code. You can simply drag and drop all those things, and your chatbot, your all the automation system will get ready. So recently we fire one query that was, let's see, let me just open that over here.
And your time is over.
Okay. 10 minutes are done.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Vinod, you have done a great job. I think I would request Venu sir to please ask some questions if he wants, and then I can.
Yeah. So Vinod, can you tell to the participants which are all the technologies that you have used?
Sure. One second. So over here, I've mainly used PyTools for coding purpose, generating all the codes. I've used Claude and Gemini, right? And to generate the front end prototype was generated using Local. Then I have to connect this front end prototype to my database and do all those minute edits. I had a lot of customization in my mind, so that's why I've used Cursor. Cursor is again a awesome tool to automatically generate the entire. It can also generate entire website. It can create files on your own. It can edit those files. Even it can host these files for you. So this is a great tool. Then for the chatbot part, for the agentic AI system, I've used Na10. So Na10 is basically a no-code automation tool where you can simply drag and drop all options. Or this has ready-made tools. You can ready-made codes inside it. Okay, you just have to, if you are using, maybe I would say Power Automate. It's similar to that, but here it has AI capabilities wherein you just have to drag and drop which options you want, which models you want to select, how you want model to behave it. And these are five main tools that I've used for coding the entire project.
Great. Thank you.
Vinod, I would request if you can just throw some light of pulling data from the RBI website. How, like, how did you learn regarding whether the website is having a post request, a get request, and how you are pulling data, where you are storing it? If you can just throw some light over there.
Yeah. So RBI website doesn't have any direct API to in order to access it. So here you have to use some of the web scraping methods, right? So here the data is stored over here. So
That's
either
what I
you
am
can,
asking you. That's what I was asking you, that how you have used, like how you have studied regarding the get post data being pulled from the website, scrapped from that RBI website, and how you have managed it over a database. Can you please throw some light over?
yeah. So basically, I'm a dropout engineer, but I have a lot of passion about coding and everything. So I have studied everything. I understand, how the network request behaves. What is the get request? What is the post request? I've studied their web page, how their web pages, and how we can, extract the data from it. So this is basically the entire HTML structure. How do I? This is again an HTML page, right? So how do I extract data from this? I've studied first, and then probably you can what you can do is you can download this HTML page. And if you are not from a coding background, so what you do is you just simply download that entire HTML page and just simply give it to the chat GPT and say that, okay, this is the page. I want to extract the entire table, and this table should have been in a clean format. Then probably chat GPT can read those HTML and even generate the code, Python code, to extract the data from here. Then the next step, this is what about extraction. The first step would be how do you get that HTML page. Then again for that you can ask ChatGPT, okay, this is my website, okay, and probably from the browser. usually what I do is probably from browser you copy the request that has been sent up, right? As you fire this request, and you'll see that the entire preview is over here. So I will copy this request and give it to the chat GPT. Okay, this is what is, fetching it out.
Mm-hmm. So you are pulling the data to a some where you are
Python code. It is
extracting it.
so ChatGPT has generated a Python code, and
No,
there are certain schedulers into it. So on a daily basis, that scheduler is checking on RBI whether there is some new database. Since this is a monthly database, so RBI only uploads that data once a month, and there is no frequency whether it would be updated on first or second or third or fourth of month. So I've generated that script in that way that it checks every day. Okay, every day in the morning it will check. Okay, is there a new data? If there is new data, it will pull that data and store it into my database.
Vinod,
Great.
Ashish was asking where do you store the data? Where are you storing the
The
data?
data is stored, everything is stored on a server. On the server, I have a Postgres database,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
where it is being stored. Here you can
enough.
see a
Great.
top
That's
100 rows.
all.
It could have been simplified if you'd have pulled it directly in Excel or some maybe you have used app script and you
No,
have pulled it directly in the
now
Google Sheets.
yes, the reason why I pulled it out in a Postgres database, because I want AI agent system to connect with this database. Okay, so AI agent system are very good with SQL queries, right? So what happens is behind the scenes, they fire AI agent automatically generates an SQL query. As soon as I say, okay, what is my total credit cards? So AI agent system is connected to this Postgres database. It knows which are the columns that are there in the database. And since SQL is one of the language which AI agents are very good at it, so that's why I decided let's have an Postgres database. It will automatically fire SQL queries to the database and get only credit card data. So the difference between ChatGPT and this AI agent is over here is, let's say you have an Excel file. So for any kind of analysis, you dump entire Excel file to the ChatGPT, right? Maybe if it is a million records, then ChatGPT may not be able to do due to their API limitation, server limitation, or whatever the reason. But over here, when you give access AI agent access to a database, it exactly know which columns exist in my data, right? It will only pull those columns, and it will, by SQL query, it will just get the summary of the database. We are never concerned with the entire database. We just want a summary of the database. Maybe even in the anomaly, it can get find out the anomaly by generating formulas, by generating SQL queries, and just pull those data. So that's why
Great.
that's what I wanted to say, that AI agent is different from the ChatGPT in a way that it can have access to database. Not only this, it also have an access to a calculator. Maybe if today,
Vinod, we'll have to move.
okay, yeah,
Great, great. Thank you.
thank you,
It was a great use case. Thank you.
thank you.
Himanshu ji.